Hi there. It's November 15th and time for Proverbs 15. Let's jump over there. Now, Proverbs 15 has some very good advice for debates, arguments, bickering, right? Differences of opinion, especially if you're arguing with your spouse or a friend, co-worker. Good advice, among other things, in this chapter. It's one of my favorite chapters. So let's begin. And the ones in yellow are about arguing. I've already highlighted those, and we'll tie those all together at the end. Okay? A soft answer turneth back fury, and a grievous word raiseth up anger. Yeah. A gentle answer turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up wrath. It says over in the Holman Christian Standard. If somebody's already upset with you, yelling at them is only going to raise up anger or stir up wrath. A soft answer turns back fury. Okay, a soft answer. Don't yell. Talk softly. The softer you talk, the more somebody listens, okay? It's important. 2, the tongue of the wise maketh knowledge good, and the mouth of fools uttereth folly or foolishness. Right? The tongue of the wise makes knowledge attractive. Okay? Many people want to learn. But they want to learn. Fools blurts out foolishness. You like that? In every place are the eyes of Jehovah, watching the evil and the good, right? The eyes of the Lord are everywhere. He sees everything. Okay? Everything. Hey, more about arguing. A healed tongue is a tree of life, and perverseness in it, a breach of the spirit. Right? A tongue that heals is a tree of life, but a devious tongue breaks the spirit. Okay? Along with debating, arguing differences, say only nice things. I've been saying this for weeks. Say only nice things. Don't call somebody names. Don't belittle them. Don't call them stupid or foolish. A healing tongue is a tree of life, okay? A tongue that heals, saying nice things, right? I understand how you feel. Okay? That's important. A devious tongue breaks the spirit. Okay? You're arguing, especially if you're having a debate with a loved one. I mean, do you want to tear them down and break their spirit? Or do you want to make them feel better and build them up? Right? Think about that. 5, a fool despiseth the instruction of his father, and whoso regardeth reproof is prudent. Right? Fool despises his father's discipline, but a person who accepts correction is sensible or prudent. Right? If a wise person is correcting you, should listen. Okay? And accept that. Say thank you. 6, in the house of the righteous is abundant strength, and in the increase of the wicked, trouble. Right? Trouble accompanies the wicked. House of the righteous, it says over here, has great wealth. Being happy and having everything you need and thanking the Lord for it, that's wealth, okay? Realizing God takes care of you. Do you want God's righteousness or the devil's riches? That's your choice. Right? The house of the righteous is abundant strength or wealth. Right? But trouble accompanies the wicked. Right? Always looking over their shoulder. Right? Always. The lips of the wise scatter knowledge, and the heart of fools is not right. Not so the heart of fools. Right? Those lips of the wise broadcast knowledge. Broadcast, scatter. You don't want to be prideful or arrogant, okay? Humble, okay? Humble is what you want to be, humble. Hmm? Now, if somebody's going to hurt themselves, that's not going to work. And you want to give them some advice on that. That's one thing. Hmm. 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to Jehovah, God, and the prayer of the upright is his delight. Sacrifice of the wicked is detestable to the Lord. When a wicked person tries to buy their way into righteousness, and a lot do, they do bad things all week, and then they'll go to a church service and give a bunch of money and think it's making them right. That's detestable to the Lord. Right? But the prayer of the upright is his delight. Talk to him. Right? And further, an abomination to Jehovah is the way of the wicked, and whoso is pursuing righteousness, he loveth. Now this is important right here. Okay? Pursuing righteousness, okay? He loves the one who pursues righteousness. Okay? Nobody's perfect, okay? Jesus was perfect. He's the only one on earth that was ever perfect was Jesus. Okay, we can't be perfect. We can only pursue righteousness. Okay, try. The Lord loves the one who pursues it. Right? You're pursuing righteousness. It's an important word there. 10. Chastisement is grievous to him who is forsaking the path. Whoso is hating reproof dieth. All right, so we read that over here. Discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. Right. You leave the way, the path, the way, following the Lord, okay, which is what that means, on the path. Follow the Lord. Right? Discipline is harsh for the one who leaves the path. 11. Sheol and destruction are before Jehovah, surely also hearts of the sons of men. Sheol and Abaddon, it says. Abaddon, destruction, lie open before the Lord. Again, like above, the Lord sees everything. All right? I mean, we don't see the other dimensions, hell, Sheol, paradise, heaven. We don't see those things. God sees all that stuff. And he sees right into the hearts of every man. Okay? There's absolutely nothing hidden from God. 12. A scorner, scoffer, mocker, loveth not his reprover. Unto the wise he goeth not. A mocker doesn't love anyone who corrects him, and he will not consult the wise. Okay? They think they know everything. And there's a saying that says, if somebody thinks they know everything, you cannot teach them anything. True statement. Where was I at? 12. 13. A joyful heart maketh glad the face, and my grief of heart is the spirit smitten. Spirit broken. A joyful heart makes a face cheerful, but a sad heart produces a broken spirit. That's very true, right? Joyful heart makes a face cheerful. Now you can tell most of the time if somebody's happy or sad by looking at their face, okay? A joyful heart makes the face cheerful. Makes you smile. If you're smiling and you're happy, right? When it's genuine, people know when it's genuine. They know when it's fake. Okay, they know when it's fake. And they know when it's real because it's in your eyes and it's in your whole countenance and in your smile. Your joyful heart, they know that, okay? A sad heart produces a broken spirit, okay? Now, when the spirit is broken, we have a spirit, we have a body, a soul, and a spirit. We are threefold beings like God. We were created in his image, right? He has Father, Son, Holy Spirit. We have body, soul, and spirit. Okay? The human spirit God uses as a light to look into our heart. Okay? And when you break the human spirit, it is very hard to fix that. Most homeless people, okay, it's sad. They're there because they have a broken spirit. Okay? And that's hard to fix. God can fix that, but a broken spirit is not something that's easily dealt with. Okay? A sad heart produces a broken spirit. 14, the heart of the intelligent seeketh knowledge, and the mouth of fools enjoy folly or foolishness. The heart of the intelligent seeks knowledge, right? A discerning mind seeks knowledge. You're seeking knowledge. That's what we're doing here. We are seeking knowledge. Okay? 15, all the days of the afflicted are evil, and gladness of heart is a perpetual banquet. Right? All the days of the oppressed are miserable, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. Right? There are a lot of oppressed people. That's when life and everything presses you down and you feel like there's no escape. Right? That's afflicted or oppressed. Again, like the poor and the homeless that we are supposed to take care of. Okay? All the days are evil. And gladness of heart is a perpetual banquet. Continual feast. Right? It's a mindset, and if you follow the Lord, He'll take care of you. Right? That's a very deep subject right there. So we highlight that just to make us go back and look at it again. 16 is a good one. Better is little with fear of the Lord Jehovah than much treasure and turmoil or tumult that goes with it. Right? Better is a little. So it's better to have a little, right? And fear the Lord and be a Christian, follow God, than have much treasure and the turmoil that goes with it, right? Everybody says, well, that wouldn't happen to me. If I was rich, I wouldn't be like that. Well, chances are you will, right? You will. If somebody has more than they need, there's always trouble, okay? There just is. There's always trouble. These guys are always in trouble. Somebody's after it. Somebody's after them. All the worries and the strife and the turmoil is just not worth it, okay? Just not worth it. Better to have a little and fear God. Just that simple, right? 17. Better is an allowance of green herbs and love there than a fattened ox and hatred with it, okay? We'll call that a Thanksgiving verse. Or, especially nowadays. Over better a meal of vegetables with love than a fattened ox with hatred. Now, there's a movement going around America right now, okay? And, due to this last election cycle, if you voted for so-and-so, don't show up at my house, right? And most wise people are going, not a problem. Not a problem. Catch you next time. I'm staying home. Okay? Because, who wants to be around that arguing and strife and turmoil? Just remove yourself from that stuff, okay? Better to stay home and have a salad than a huge feast and all the hatred and stuff that's going around and the arguing and the cops are called. Things get awkward, okay? No. Let's not do that. Hey, 18. This is part of our series on debate, the yellow ones, okay? A man of fury stirreth up contention, and the slow to anger appeaseth strife. All right, let's read that over here. A hot-tempered man stirs up conflict, but a man slow to anger calms strife. Okay? If you're in a heated debate with your significant other, best friend, co-worker, all right? The one who's jumping and hopping and angry is stirring up strife, stirring up, all right? Stirs up contention, conflict, okay? Slow to anger, okay? James says, slow to speak, quick to listen, okay? So don't let your temper be part of it, okay? Calm, cool, collected, okay? Speaking softly, saying only positive and uplifting things, okay? Not tearing somebody down, okay? Calms strife, okay? And we're going to tie all those together. 19, the way of the slothful is a hedge of briars, and the path of the upright is raised up. The way of the lazy is a hedge of briars, a thorny hedge. The path of the upright is a highway, raised up, nice, level, right? Of the upright. It's a highway. Got that? 20, a wise son rejoiceth a father, and a foolish man is despising his mother. Now, if you have enough kids, one of them will likely be a disappointment, okay? And, I mean, who knows why they turn out that way, okay? You know, you do your best, but... And the wise and the foolish one is despising his mother. Okay? And I don't know why kids are like that, but some are. 21. Folly or foolishness is joy to one lacking heart. And a man of intelligence directeth his going. Directeth his going. Walks a straight path, right? Foolishness brings joy to one without sense. Right. Fools love being foolish, okay? They do. And a man of intelligence or understanding walks a straight path. Directeth his going. Right. 22, without counsel is the making of void purposes. And in a multitude of counselors, it is established. Plans, right? Plans, right? Plans fail when there is no counsel. But with many advisors, they succeed, right? If you're going to do something, if you're starting this big undertaking, you're starting a business, right? You're going to build a car, you're going to restore something, always get advice, okay? Anybody who is successful and failed and successful, or the better ones, will always be glad to give you good advice, good counsel on what to do and what not to do, okay? If you want to be successful, get lots of advice from people who have been there, okay? That is, some people just go blundering up. I know what I'm doing. Well, the fact is, you don't know what you're doing, okay? But somebody who's done it, okay? And you can find somebody, okay? Whatever business you want to start, find somebody successful in that business and walk up to them and say, you know what, I want to do this. How did you do it? And they'll be glad to tell you. A wise person, well, let me tell you, okay? You don't want to do this, you don't want to do this, because that doesn't work, okay? Get good advice, okay? It's always, you know, that's, he said, just get good advice, okay? Or fail, okay? 23, joy is to a man in the answer of his mouth, and the word in its season, how good. A man takes joy in giving an answer, and a timely word, how good it is. Right? You like giving the right answer? You know, a lot of people just love, and it feels good, you know. I know this, okay? Still be humble about it, but it's good to know something, right? Joy is to a man in the answer of his mouth, and a word in its season, how good. Right. 24, a path of life is on high for the wise to turn aside from shoals beneath. Right. You don't want to go to Sheol, you want to go to heaven, to paradise. For the discerning the path of life leads upward. I like that, upward, so that he may avoid going down to Sheol. Right. Path of life leads upward. If you're seeking God, your path leads upward to God. Right? 25, the house of the proud Jehovah pulleth down, and he setteth up the border of the widow. Right? God takes care of the widows, okay? Don't mess with them. And the house of the proud, the Lord destroys the house of the proud, pulls it down. Pride, arrogance, conceit, all things opposite of humble. God finds those things abominable, okay? And that's pride for any reason, okay? Humble. 26, an abomination to Jehovah are the thoughts of wickedness, and pure are sayings of pleasantness. Okay, the thoughts. Says over here in these books, God knows your heart, okay? Sees everything, the good and the bad. He sees hell, he sees heaven, he sees earth, and the hearts of every man, right? The Lord detests plans of an evil man. Abominations are thoughts of wickedness. I hate this person. I'm going to get even with him. Boy, I'll get him. Right? Thoughts of wickedness. Pleasant words are pure. Right? Pure words are sayings of pleasantness. Right? Say good things. Only say good things. I've been beating that lesson home for a long time. Only say good things. Okay? A dishonest gainer is troubling his house, and whoso is hating gifts liveth gifts, bribes. Okay? Bribes. All right? One who profits dishonestly troubles his household. One who takes bribes, who hates bribes, will live. All right? I mean, that's just, every time I read this verse, I think about our representatives who are supposed to be representing us in all things, working for us and our best interest, right? But we pay them $170,000 a year. One person comes along and gives them $250,000. Who do you think they're going to represent now? Us or the one person who gave them $250,000, nearly twice their yearly salary, to vote to represent them instead of representing us, okay? That's wrong, right? That's an abomination, okay? But it happens, and it's legal, and it needs to not be legal, okay? Okay? And sooner or later, right, the one who profits dishonestly, his whole house will come crashing down, okay? All the members of their family will be dragged into it. And it'll happen. At some point, it'll happen, right? Okay, 28, more of the debate, arguing, advice. The heart of the righteous meditateth to answer, and the mouth of the wicked uttereth evil things. The mind of the righteous person thinks before answering, but the mouth of the wicked blurts out evil things. Okay? Now the first part, the mind of the righteous thinks before answering, right? That's what it says over in James in the New Testament, right? Be quick to listen and slow to speak, right? Meditate how to answer. One of the things to do that is to listen, right? Most people form their thoughts before the other person is even finished speaking, right? Instead of listening to their whole statement and letting them finish, processing it in your head, meditating how to answer it, saying the answer in your head and saying, is this helpful or harmful? And if it's helpful and gentle, then speak, okay? Meditate to answer, okay? Thinks before answering. But the mouth of the wicked blurts out or utters evil things, okay? Well, you're stupid. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Okay, that's evil. That's evil. That tears people down. That's not going to help any situation, okay? Blurting out evil things is not going to help any situation, okay? Oh, and well, like I said, we'll tie all this together. 29, far is Jehovah from the wicked, and the prayer of the righteous he heareth. Right? The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. He sees it, but he's just, he doesn't hang around that kind of stuff, right? 30, the light of the eyes rejoiceth the heart, and a good report maketh fat the bone. Bright eyes stir the heart, and good news strengthens the bones. Right? It's just a nice saying, right? People look in your eyes when they're talking to you, right? You could see a smile in somebody's eyes, and it makes you feel good, right? And good news strengthens the bones, fattens the bones. Same. Okay, 31, and this is yellow, part of our arguing. An ear that is hearing the reproof of life doth lodge among the wise. Anyone who listens to life-giving abuse will be at home among the wise. Right? Listen. If they're trying to tell you something, listen. If something is upsetting them, listen. Listen to it. Right? Simple. 32. Whoso is refusing instruction is despising his soul, and whoso is hearing reproof is getting understanding. Okay, now we could tie that in to this part of this too, right? Anyone who ignores discipline despises himself, but whoever listens to correction acquires good sense. Okay? Okay, if somebody's upset, it's because you don't know something and they want you to know something, okay? Why do you always do this? Well, I didn't know there's a different way to do it, okay? Listen, let me show you how to do that. Thank you, okay? Getting understanding. Don't tell me what to do. He says, refusing is despising your own soul. Okay? At 33, the fear of Jehovah is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. Okay? That's important, right? The fear of the Lord is what wisdom teaches, and humility comes before honor, right? If you're being honored, it's not because of pride. You cannot honor yourself, okay? Nobody likes pride, arrogance, conceit, thinking, oh, no, looking down your nose at everybody. Nobody likes that, okay? Nobody likes people like that, okay? To be honored is to be lifted up by somebody else, okay? Because you're humble, okay? Being humble. One of the most important traits in all of the teaching is the Bible is to be humble, okay? And that's hard to do. Don't think you know everything. The more humble you are, the more honored you will be. God himself will lift you up, right? But you have to remain humble, okay? So that's Proverbs 15. And let's tie all these yellow ones together, okay? And talk about debating. We'll call it debating, okay? Verse 1, a soft answer turneth back fury, and a grievous word raiseth up anger, right? A gentle answer turns away anger, right? First thing to remember when debating, soft answers, gentle answers. Don't yell, okay? Yelling makes it worse, okay? A grievous word or yelling, harsh word, stirs up wrath, raiseth up anger, okay? Yelling back and forth is only going to make heated and arguing until something bad happens. Okay. Always answer softly. A gentle answer turns away anger. Okay. Just talk gently. Be calm. Okay. Verse 4 goes for that. A healed tongue is a tree of life, and perverseness in it a breach of the spirit. Right? A tongue that heals is a tree of life, but a devious tongue breaks the spirit. Right? Say only kind things. Uplift, edify. Do not tear down. Right? A devious tongue breaks the spirit. If you break somebody's spirit, that is very, very hard to fix. Okay? Very hard to fix. Okay? So remember, gentle, good things. All right? Okay? Now we're looking for the yellow ones. 18, a man of fury stirreth up contention, and the slow to anger appeaseth strife. Right? An angry, hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but a person slow to anger calms strife. Okay. One person in the argument has to not get angry, has to be calm, has to say good things, right? Be slow to anger, calm strife. An angry person stirs up contention. Do you want to fight? I mean, it never ends well. Okay? 28, the heart of the righteous meditateth to answer, and the mouth of the wicked uttereth evil things. Right? Think before answering. Remember James, slow to speak, quick to listen. Okay? Listen to everything they're saying before formulating an answer in your head, blurting out mean things to break their spirit. Okay? That is not going to help. Okay? You need to listen. And then after they're completely done, then formulate your answer, say it in your head, meditate on it, and if it's good and edifying and uplifting, then say it calmly. Okay? It's important. 31. An ear that is hearing the reproof of life doth lodge among the wise. Okay? One who listens to life-giving rebukes will be at home among the wise. Anyone refusing instruction is despising his soul, and whoso hearing reproof is getting understanding. Right? These both kind of say the same thing. Listen, okay? If somebody's trying to tell you something, it's because maybe they know. Maybe they have done it wrong themselves and have gotten hurt by doing it wrong, and they're trying to save your life. Okay? We're trying to make life easier. Okay? Listen to what they're saying. Okay? Everybody on earth knows something you don't know. You can't be all wise. Okay? If you refuse to listen, right, you're despising yourself. Okay? Whoever listens to correction acquires good sense. It's getting understanding. Right? And one who listens to life-giving instruction will be at home among the wise. That's where you want to be. So that's all the elements about arguing. Let's go over our other highlights here. It's not about arguing, okay? I highlighted one word in here, and it's important. An abomination to Jehovah is the way of the wicked, and whoso is pursuing righteousness, he loveth. Pursues. He loves one who pursues righteousness. And we can never be totally righteous, but we can pursue it all the days of our life, right? Jesus said, follow me, do what I say, do what I do, right? You will be pursuing righteousness. That's important to remember. Am I perfect? No, not by far. I highlighted 13. A joyful heart maketh glad the face, and by grief of heart is the spirit smitten or broken. Right? Joyful heart makes a face cheerful. Right? You can tell how somebody's feeling just by looking at their face, usually. Right? And you could say kind, uplifting, edifying things to make them feel better. You can. Important. right? A sad heart produces a broken spirit. That's hard to fix. Okay, 15, we highlighted, all the days of the afflicted are evil, and gladness of heart is a perpetual banquet. Right? All these people. Right? All the days of the oppressed are miserable. A cheerful heart. Okay. Now you can have a cheerful heart even in bad circumstances, because you can know in your heart, God's got control of this. God's going to fix it. I'm not going to worry. Even if they kill me, I know where I'm going to end up someplace better. Okay? And with that attitude, right, you have a perpetual banquet. Right? But worry, all the days of the afflicted, constant worry, right? Constant oppression. Those days are evil. 16, better is little with fear of Jehovah than much treasure and tumult with it, or turmoil. Right? Better to have a little in fear of the Lord. Right? Then you are truly rich. Got it? Because you have no worries, no turmoil. They can't take it if you don't have it. Right? And 17, better is an allowance of green herbs and love there than a fattened ox and hatred with it. And we talked about this. Better a meal, better a salad. Stay home and have a salad than to go to the huge feast where all the people there that are gonna, they're gonna argue with you. They're angry people. You voted a different way. We hate you. Stay home. Okay, just stay home. Right? That could be a Thanksgiving verse. Okay, just stay home. Right? And we did the yellow ones. And 27. A dishonest gainer is troubling his house, and whoso is hating bribes lives. Right? One who profits dishonestly troubles his household, but one who hates bribes will live. And we talked about that. We got our own, and many governments are like this, but our own government especially, where it's bribery and corruption, and they call it lobbying. Okay? I'm very much against lobbying. I think that our representatives should represent us. Isn't that a crazy idea? That our representatives should represent us and do what we say and do our will. Right? They're supposed to represent a group of people that's in their area. Because if all 300 million of us showed up to Congress, it would be kind of crazy. Okay, it would be kind of haywire in there. So we have representatives that are supposed to represent us. Okay, but many times they don't. Okay, somebody offers them more than we pay them, and suddenly they're representing one person or a corporation or a company or even a country that's not ours sometimes. Right? How do you end that? Call your Congress people, right? Call them often, email them, let them know what you think. Okay, that is your right. So we'll get off that soapbox. Okay. And 33, we had the fear of Jehovah is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility, humbleness. Humbleness comes before honor, right? Wisdom teaches the fear of the Lord, following the Lord, okay? Or in this case, wisdom, Jesus is wisdom. So following Jesus' instruction, all right? And before honor, we talked about humbleness, being humble, how important it is. God likes humble people, doesn't like pride, arrogance, conceit, haughtiness, looking down your nose, okay? Thinking you're better than somebody, okay? God doesn't like people like that, so remember that. So there you go. That's Proverbs 15. Okay? We're on day 320, I think, and we are starting the book of Acts in our Through the Bible in 1 year. We finished all the Gospels. Jesus says, died and risen and ascended to heaven, and now they're waiting for the Holy Spirit. So we're going to do that. So stay tuned later for that. Until tomorrow, we'll continue. See you later.